5 things that I don't like about X100V. Are these things making me sell X100V? Let's find out in this video now. Hi there and welcome to my channel. My name is Tudor Matescu and I like Fujifilm cameras, but I feel that Fujifilm it's evolving slow, very slow. So anyway, this video is not about Fujifilm in general, but about X100V. And at this point, X100V, even if it's a great camera, it's not perfect. And I've tried for a month to think about 5 things that I don't like about X100V, because I've made too many videos recommending X100V, and I've tried to think again what I don't like about X100V. What are the points that are making this camera a camera that I will not want anymore in the future or in the present time. So let me share with you these points. But before, please subscribe now to my channel if you are liking content like this. So after you've subscribed, let's get to the subject. The first thing that I don't like about this camera, and it's really annoying me, it is the fact that it's not fully, entirely weather sealed. I really don't like the method that they come out with a partially weather sealed body. They call it weather sealed, but it's not weather sealed. It's weather sealed just if you'll add a protective filter and a ring that are pretty expensive. And they will make the camera bigger. You will lose the compactness when you will weather seal this camera. So how this camera can be an everyday carry camera if it's not fully weather sealed in this small body with this small protruding lens? So I really don't like this. It's just a gimmick, this weather sealing, or what? Because yes, I feel it will be weather sealed. Buy a ring, buy a filter, get a bag to your camera, and where you are, you will be. I don't know, I really don't like it. If you are living in a country where it's lots of rain and dust and so on, I don't know, you will have to add those filters and the protective ring. And this means this camera will not be compact as it is. So I really don't like this. I hope in the future they will bring weather sealed, but again, why they didn't bring it now to the camera? The next point is IBIS. It's IBIS. Sony has IBIS on APS-C on full frame cameras in small bodies. I'm not talking about Micro Four Thirds that are having great IBIS. And okay, Sony IBIS, it's not great, but it's there. It's something there that will help you get lower shutter speed, that will help you get long exposure shots by hand. It's there. It's something that will help you in videography and also in photography. IBIS is very helpful, and they didn't put this IBIS here. Okay, they don't have space and so on, but probably in the future they will find space. So anyway, no IBIS, not a deal breaker, but if you know and if you experienced IBIS, then you will get it why. So the next point that I don't like too much about X100V, it is the AF, the autofocusing system. Well, I was very disappointed finding that this AF is not much better than Fujifilm X100F AF. It is better, but not by much, 10%, 15%, maximum 15%. So, new lens, new design, and the AF, whoa, I really don't know if X100F it's not delivering better results in some situations. So I really don't like this. Again, not a deal breaker, but come on, Fujifilm. And finally, Fujifilm decided to add the teleconverter not to ruin the RAW file. So you can shoot in a 50mm field of view mode, but you'll also have the RAW file, and you'll be able to recompose the picture. And this was just a gimmick. This was just the fact that they didn't want to upgrade the firmware on X100F and so on. On a Micro Four Thirds camera you have that. You can shoot in square mode, in 16:9 and all kinds of modes, and you will also have the entire RAW file where you will be able to recompose the shot. So finally Fujifilm decided to bring that to X100V. Okay, I really like it. I really like it. But I have a big problem. They don't offer you the chance to remember the crop mode that you are in. So if I will put this camera in the 50mm field of view by zooming the wheel, and after I will close the camera and I will reopen the camera will go back to the 35mm normal field of view. So this is very cumbersome. If you want to shoot a 50mm with this lens, I don't know, you have the option, but it's not working how it should work. It's something that it's really bothering you on the street. Because okay, you can say, okay, I will not close the camera. But what if the battery will discharge and I will not have enough batteries and so on. So it's something that will bother you. So I really don't like that. It will be a very simple firmware upgrade to remember the frame lines. So you can use this camera in a 50mm field of view true mode, because on Fujifilm we don't have a true small pancake 50mm equivalent field of view lens, and I've talked about this in other videos. Check my Sigma review versus Fujifilm 35mm f1.4. Now another thing that it's bothering me are the colors. First of all, I was still with classic neg. I really like classic neg, but after some time this nostalgic neg, I don't know, I feel it's too strong, too nostalgic. It's not something that I want to use on a daily basis. I really like a profile that it's a neutral profile, and the only profile that I really like for this, it is color chrome. And I was very disappointed when I looked at Estia. On my X100 Fine Pix, the first Fujifilm camera, Estia was beautiful, was extraordinary, good looking, filmish, organically looking. Now Estia, it's a bluish color film simulation tint that I really don't like it at all. There are also some other interesting profiles, but I do feel that X100F was having better colors. Even if those colors were a little contrasty, I really loved them more. I don't know, they were giving me some vibes, something. They were giving me something. Now with this camera, I feel I want to shoot just in color chrome and in black and white mode, and if I want a colorful image, I will shoot in Provia standard mode. But it's a big disappointment because again, Fujifilm, the first series, XF10, were having beautiful deep colors, and I feel Fujifilm, it's losing it. Only color chrome, it's retaining the Fujifilm mojo-ness in color photography. I don't know, this is my opinion. I do prefer more black and white photography, and probably, who knows, this is why I prefer color chrome. So other tidbits are the fact that this is an f2 lens on an APS-C body. For this camera to work as an ultimate everyday carry, for this camera to compete with a Leica Q2, to compete with a Sony RX1 R2, I really do feel that they should make this lens at f1.4 lens. Okay, maybe you are not able to do it so small, but if you add the filter to make it waterproof, how I've said, the lens will be bigger. I don't know. If you really want it to make an f1.4, I feel that it is possible to do it. And even if the camera was bigger, and it will be bigger, I don't know, I really do feel that will be a better choice. This f2, it's working, but indoors, in low light situations, for an APS-C with no IBIS, you want an f1.4. The f1.4, it's really making a difference in your shutter speed, in your ISO, and in your depth of field when you want to make some portraits. So this is why I do feel that Sony RX1 R2 and Leica Q2 are winning it, because they are offering an f1.8 and f2 lens on a full frame sensor. So Fujifilm, to really compete with this, I really do feel that they need to get out there and make a X100V with an f1.4 lens. But this is me just dreaming about these kinds of cameras. So how I said, these points were hard to find, I really love the camera, and these points are not a deal breaker. I'm just talking here. So if you are liking talk like this, please subscribe now to my channel, leave me a comment and become a supporter for more interesting content that I post on the membership part of my YouTube channel. Check the membership subscription and see you there. Thank you for watching this video and talk to you soon. Bye bye.